Hello, all you good life travelers. It's Michael and Chrissy. We're coming to you from a little bit of a different spot. We're coming a little early, but we are on in a marina in the beautiful Lake Erie, right here in Sandusky. We're very excited. It's a beautiful day outside.
Gorgeous.
So we thought we'd break away, sneak away, and do this week's Travel Talk Tuesday live from the lake.
Yes.
What a beautiful opportunity for us, right?
Yep.
I told Chrissy she looks like she's tough with those shades on, trying to look like a tough girl. Yeah, that's good.
It's too sunny out.
It is good being with all of you. A lot going on, a busy week. Chrissy, what do you got going on this week so far?
Oh my gosh, I've had a busy July. I just had some honeymooners get back. Sunday.
Where'd they go? Anywhere fun?
Puerto Vallarta.
Oh,
yeah.
Exotic.
So so they went there. I have some honeymooners that left for a Sandals, Grand Bahamian.
That's always
in the
popular.
Bahamas.
Sandals.
Yes,
Sandals.
Sandals are amazing resorts. They left on Sunday. I've got a family at Universal this morning and this week, and I also have another family taking a vacation to New York City this weekend.
So I have to be honest. Are you a little bit nervous when these people are flying with all the flight stuff going on?
I am. The flights make me nervous, but what we do is we have a flight tracker app, and we can put in their flight information and kind of, if anything's coming up and the flight's delayed, we can let our clients know ahead of time and just kind of get ahead of the game that way. So
I don't want to jinx anything. Any problems yet?
No, not yet.
Knock on wood. Sorry.
No, everything's been smooth. So yeah,
that's good. Good.
Yep.
And in our office, our setup, Chrissy and I are stuck next to each other, so we hear each other all day. We want to kill each other all day, but. A lot of bookings this week. Sounds like you've been busy and sending a lot of proposals out.
Yes.
Anywhere fun?
A lot of people interested in some holiday time travel. So I'm going to talk about that a little later. I have a deal that I found. And I think, when you're here, it's beautiful. But,
obviously,
come December, January, February, you're going to need a little more sun in your life. So, yeah.
So now's the time for fall and winter travel booking.
Yeah, time to plan. Yep.
It has been a busy week. A lot of people looking into the cruises right now because there's so many good deals. Booked a couple Viking, booking a couple people into our Alaska group.
And the Today Show had a story on that this morning about how cruising, despite the economy and airfare and prices, cruising is relatively inexpensive at this point in time to travel.
Chrissy, I say that all the time, but you people never listen to me. I say it's the best way to travel.
That's because you're in charge of cruises. That's why.
They give me a hard time in the office. I tell them all the time it's the best way.
Yeah.
Because we were talking before we went on. Chrissy was saying that the guy on the Today Show was saying you can cruise as low as $80-some a day, and that's the reality with cruising. Just similar to all-inclusives, the range is huge, where you can go $70 to $80 a day with bare bone minimum on a pretty simple cruise line, all the way up to a couple $100, even up to a couple $1,000 a day, depending on what kind of experience you're looking for. It really gets customized based on your needs and wants.
And their number one suggestion was use a travel agent. So there you go.
See, I don't normally watch the Today Show, but they sound like they're pretty smart. They didn't say my name, did they?
They said use a travel agent. No, they didn't. But they said to use a travel agent to kind of help you navigate through the booking process. So,
isn't that the case for all travel?
It is.
So much easier.
It is. There's so much changing every day in different countries and different COVID requirements and things like that.
Which we're going to get into today a little bit. Yep. And I think that's a common thing, at least I hear when I'm talking to people, is that, everyone got away from travel agents a little for a while there. It was easier to book online, cheaper to book online, and people just like doing it themselves. But it kind of is coming back around to return to travel agents because of all the hassle and stress with travel, to make use of our services that's really no extra cost.
Right.
And, why not let someone else deal with the headaches, right?
That's right. And keep an eye on you while you're traveling to make sure that your flights and everything are scheduled on time.
So speaking of headaches, that's one of our topics today, because we got a number of different topics. Our show's a little bit different this week. Normally we kind of cover one big topic and kind of go deep. This week we've got a number of things that I thought would be good for us to cover and address to kind of help everyone with your travel needs, right?
Yes.
So the first thing everyone talks about is all the COVID stuff. So lots going on with the COVID protocols, and especially in Canada and Thailand. I know you were talking about this in the office. What's up with Canada and Thailand, and I'm sure a few other places too, but with the COVID stuff?
Yes. So my son is taking a little trip to Toronto next weekend. And so I did a little bit of research for him. And Canada has actually extended their COVID requirements through September. So you need to actually go online or get their Arrive Can app. And you have to put in all your health information there before you can enter the country.
And Europe used to be like that too, but they've kind of gone away from that.
Yep, Canada's still tough. They're one of the toughest ones.
But Thailand, you were saying?
Thailand has just eased all restrictions as of July 1st. So if you're interested in taking a little getaway to Thailand, it's going to be a little easier now.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Maybe we need a work trip, Tamara,
that could be a
to
bucket
Thailand.
list trip. Yeah, yeah.
Have good food,
Gotta
good
check
culture
that
over
out.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting how each country's different. You know, some are really kind of loosening, letting up the floodgates, and some are still hunkered down. A big variety, and I guess that's where we do our work, trying to navigate.
We've got to get
you're
that
prepared.
all. Yeah, we get that all researched and taken care of for you.
That's good. And, you know, I think we might have mentioned this last week, but big news in COVID and the cruising world is that Norwegian Cruise Lines has begun lifting some of the pre-cruise vaccination testing requirements. So it depends on the port where you're going, but in places where the COVID rules, protocols are a little looser, they're not having that pre-cruise vaccination or COVID testing, forgive me. And so I don't know if this is just the beginning of a wave, hopefully, to make life a little bit easier. I know all my clients I work with on cruises are always, everyone gets a little nervous about shoving that thing up your nose before the cruise ship because you don't know if there's going to be.
You're all ready to travel, and if they tell you got to stay home, you don't want that. So,
I know, and you know that's why we push the insurance. I tell people I never used to get insurance myself, but now with that and all the flights, it's just easier, safer. So a lot going on with COVID and other news happening there. The other thing that's kind of changing and evolving is this whole idea of a tourism tax or an entry tax. You know, when I first went to Punta Cana, I worked with a travel agent back then years ago before we were ever a company. And she said you had to pay $10 tourism tax. And that made absolutely no sense to me. I'm like, a $10 tourism tax? What's the deal with this? But it seems like this is actually more common in a number of places. I know there one country island is just introducing a new tourism tax, so it is evolving. Yeah,
Bonaire no longer is going to charge hotel or rental car taxes, but they're going to charge all visitors over the age of 13 $75 to enter the country. So, so I mean, I was trying to figure out, I wonder if that's a better deal for the traveler or for the country, but
maybe it depends on how many rooms you're going to get. You know, if you're all going to cram into one room, the tax would have been less, the room tax, but I mean, $75 a head, that's...
Yeah, I mean, I guess it helps, though, because you know exactly what you're getting into when you go there. You know, you're not going to be surprised by taxes at the end when you're checking out or turning in your car. But, yeah, everybody over the age of 13, so...
Bonaire, you know, here in Sandusky, Bonaire has a big following here locally because there's a lot of people that like to go there for scuba diving and for other reasons, and I guess the food there, which I'm going to talk about in a second, is supposed to be phenomenal, you know, and Bonaire is one of those, the ABC Islands that are great places to visit and vacation. So, again, if you're thinking about going there, you'll want to prepare for that $75 entry tax. But talking about Bonaire kind of goes to the next point I wanted to hit today. Bonaire, believe it or not, has been recently named one of the culinary capitals of the world.
I did not know that.
There's a couple here in Sandusky that go there frequently for long periods of time. I know you know them. And I remember I said, why do you go there? And scuba diving was a big thing because it's one of the best places for scuba diving in the world. But they also said the food, that there's so many people have come to the island from all over the world, and that there's every country's restaurant there, and that they just love every night going to a different country's restaurant and experiencing the phenomenal food.
Yum.
And which my mouth is now watering as I talk about it. And so I guess that must be true because they were recently recognized by a pretty big culinary institute, kind of World Travel Association, for being a culinary capital.
Wow.
So I think
that sounds good.
Maybe we need a trip there too.
Yeah.
Brett, you're going to have to work.
Our list is getting longer.
Brett, get some overtime in.
The list keeps growing.
So a lot going on in travel news.
Yes.
A lot of happenings. We didn't even get to cover everything, but I want to move on to some individual news or excitement in our niches. You know, our company has different niches that we all cover for the Good Life Travel Company, but the two of us, we focus on all-inclusives and fun kind of travel down in those destination places, and I focus on cruises. So I thought we'd see if there's anything new and exciting in our niches. So what do you got in all-inclusives, Chrissy?
Okay, So the one that I chose is a new Sandals property in Ocho Rios, Jamaica, and it's called Sandals Dunn's River. They are now taking bookings. They don't open until May 24th, 2023, but it looks amazing. So it's situated in a secluded area with some rivers and forests and just all kinds of different wildlife. But then it's also right next to a beautiful white sand, pristine beach.
Oh, so a mix of both.
A mix of both. And Jamaica kind of intrigues me. I think I don't usually think of it much, but I've done some training on it, and it is a beautiful, beautiful place. We were looking at some of the rooms, and so it's also surrounded by some rivers and waterfalls. It's really kind of a neat getaway, and all the rooms look amazing, but especially this one. It is the Coyoba Sky Villa. So what it is, it's a freestanding villa, fully furnished, butler service, with an extra large personal swim-up pool.
Oh.
And then on the top is a veranda, like a rooftop, like your own rooftop veranda with sunbeds and just beautiful furnishings up there. And then you just have a view of everything. So I mean, we were messing around on the booking engine to see if there was some availability. And by the time I would look to book it, it was sold out. I'd go in, go in another date, sold out. So they are already going crazy.
So, okay, I like the idea of the private pool because sometimes I feel a little bit like Shamu by the pool, just sprawled out there. But the people on top can still see you though, like on the rooftop?
No, it's private.
Okay.
It has the rooftop, so then has these like a short wall around it. And then you just see off into the distance all the beautiful scenery and the beach and the ocean. It looks amazing.
Sounds beautiful.
It is.
And Sandals, they're kind of known.
Sandals is like, top of the line, all inclusive, beautiful, romantic. They also have another group of hotels and resorts that is beaches that are for families as well. But, they're a little more pricey, but it's total luxury, and they do offer some deals as well. So that was my new.
Well, that butler service, I hear a lot about the butler service, and I think it's something I need in life.
Yeah, it's nice. They take care of your every need. If you need a dinner reservation, if you need more towels, water, your mini bar restocked, yeah, they're there for you.
So butler service at Sandals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that sounds good.
Yeah.
We both were searching for new opportunities in our niches. I'm going to focus on Norwegian Cruise Lines because I gave them a little plug earlier with the loosening of some of the pre-cruise testing. I thought I'd look at some of the new ships. There's two of them. One's not quite out yet. It'll be next year. One coming out this year that Norwegian's putting out. And that's the Prima, which is coming out this year, and the Viva, which is coming out next year. And this whole new class of Prima ships, I've done the training, and they are phenomenal. I mean, amazing ships. Norwegian's really known for their freestyle cruising that kind of gives you the freedom to dine when you want, do what you want, freedom of calendar, choices, opportunities. Yeah. You're not really locked down to anything. A little looser on some of the dress code, which some of us appreciate.
Yeah.
They're really known for this freestyle cruising. They coined that term years and years ago before it was the in thing. But these two new ships are just amazing. A lot of the ships are inward facing with courtyards and promenades inside. Yeah. That's like the old way of doing these cruise ships. This new Prima series are outward facing. So the promenade is on the outside of the ship. Ooh. The boats are on the outside of the ship. So everything kind of looks outward. Yeah. And
it should. I mean, that's a great idea because that's
there's
what
the
you
view.
Want to see. Yeah.
Amazing. They have a couple of the infinity pools. Ooh. They have some of this outward facing. You're walking on this glass that you oversee the water. Like it's cavalier kind of out.
Wow.
So the Prima is on my hit list right now for Norwegian now. So if anyone wants to go, let me know.
And that one comes out when?
Prima's coming out this year. Oh. Viva's coming out next year. The new ships you've been on. Yeah. You've been on Virgin's new ship. Yeah. These are revolutionary ships. Yeah. All the companies that have these new ships. Disney came out with a new one. Virgin, of course. Celebrity, Carnival. All of them are coming out with new ships. Yeah. But these Norwegian ones, I think, are going to be worth checking out. So Norwegian one's great deals. The first to kind of lessen up some of these requirements. So I think it's worth checking them out.
Absolutely.
If you're interested in a family group. Here's a great perk. If you got a group for 5 cabins, you start getting the group rate discounts.
Oh.
So if you've got 4 other cabins to come with you, that's when we can start. It opens like the floodgates of all these kind of extra perks we can kind of throw your way too.
Awesome.
So Norwegian has a lot to offer for groups, and just if you want to see one of the great new beautiful model ships out there.
And remember, it helps to have a travel agent.
Yes, we know what ships to go on, which itineraries are the best. So
the Today Show says so.
yeah, they've got to be right? So what I thought, okay, so we've covered a lot of news in the tourism industry about our niches. The other thing I thought it'd be nice for us to talk about, we did this a few weeks ago where we threw out kind of some specials or package deals that we thought would be good for you, those of you who are watching our Travel Talk Tuesday. And so our challenge that we threw down for each other was for each of us to come up with a family trip for 4, and each of us to come up with a romantic trip for 2, obviously.
Okay.
And so we're going to start with Chrissy. What do you got for a good family deal for anyone watching that wants to take their 2 kids or spouse on a trip?
Okay, so earlier we were talking about holiday travel. So when it's not as beautiful as it is right now in December, Christmas time, and you want to do a holiday trip, I have sort of a budget idea. So to travel over Christmas is usually pretty pricey.
My family's going.
Yeah, they're going.
It's a little expensive.
It's pretty pricey. And so as I looked at Christmas, the way Christmas falls this year, the week before is free. And that's usually one of the weeks that schools are on vacation. One of the 2 weeks that schools have off. So to still travel around Christmas, but yet not pay the high prices, I found that a family of 4 could go to Punta Cana and leave Sunday the 18th for 4 nights, so you're back, refreshed, and ready for the holidays. Direct, nonstop flights out of Cleveland.
Nonstop.
So no layovers.
Music maze.
All your airport transfers from the airport to the resort, all your food, all your beverages, and all non-motorized excursions, so paddle boards, kayaks, all that fun stuff. You can get all that for starting under $3,400.
Per person?
Total.
For a family of 4?
Family of 4. So basically, when you book that, you're not going to be worried, except for that little $10 entry tax. You're not going to have to worry about anything.
That's under $1,000 a person.
Yeah. But it's
That's a
all
good
based
deal.
on the timing. So if you go the week before Christmas, and then you have Christmas to relax, you got a little sun, you look a little better in all your Christmas, nice clothes because you got some color. Yeah, so that was my suggestion. Just a way to get that trip in, a little less expensive, and still have time for the holidays.
Well, I have to be honest, the wheels are turning in my head because my family just booked our trip during the high season of Christmas to New Year's.
Christmas to New Year's,
and it's extremely busy, extremely expensive,
Yep.
and we were shut out of a couple resorts because they were full.
Yeah.
I mean, so that might be the time to go.
Yeah, and this week also offers a lot of availability and choices because of that.
Now you tell me this. After
sorry.
my family booked,
I know. Well, you
7, 8 rooms. Now you tell me.
You like what you like and you choose what you want.
I'm intrigued by that.
I know. I think it's a great idea for families that still want to get away for a little bit. 4 nights, just a little getaway before the holidays kick in.
Now, as a mom, is that sufficient time before Christmas for all that preparation? I don't want to say anything in case any kids are watching. Is that enough time to make sure everything's wrapped up in place for the holidays?
Yes, I think this allows you plenty of time to do that and still have your traditional family Christmas.
Okay, all right, that's good.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm a little jealous because I liked that one. I would take my family of 4 to that, But so I've got a cruise, believe it or not, and I've got a 5 nights on Mariner of the Seas. Now it's right after Black Friday you'd leave, so you want to extend Thanksgiving. You're feeling bloated and you just want to chill some more. I think you'll leave after Black Friday, and you head on out to. You're gonna go to the Bahamas, okay?
Nice.
And that's for a family of 4. It's under $1,500 for the cruise, and that's a ocean view, and $500 more for balcony. So you got the 4 of you in a cabin. You can either look outside the window for $1,500, or you can go
total.
Wow. Or you go to the balcony so you can actually get fresh air too for $500 more, and that's for the family of 4. 5 on the Bahamas cruise, Royal Caribbean, a great experience. The one thing I want to point out, the one benefit I think of this itinerary is that they have a stop at the Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And that's the private island we've talked about on numerous times, that all these cruise lines have the private islands. And this one has won tons of awards for Royal Caribbean. They spent hundreds of millions fixing it all up. Tamara recently went out and loved it. I just had 2 different families go on and loved it. And it's really like a mecca in the middle of the ocean,
Nice.
this private island. So that makes it worth it, I think, for a family of 4. You still got to fly there, so we're probably not too far apart from
Right. No.
our family trips, but both are.
No.
Maybe you could do both.
Yeah.
November go on mine, and then
Absolutely.
right before Christmas go on Chrissy's. And that sounds
Absolutely. I like
the
that
family will
plan.
be real happy and real dark for
Yeah, real
Christmas.
tan. Yeah.
All right, good opportunities there.
Yep.
The other one we have is for a romantic getaway. So for all you couples, this is
Yeah.
what we've got for you. What do you got for all inclusive?
Okay, so I have been really interested in Aruba lately. Part of
ABC
the
Islands?
ABC Islands we just talked about.
About
Aruba,
Bonaire, yeah.
Bonaire, and Curacao. And I found this. I booked a trip for someone to Aruba. This is in February. And in doing some of the research, I found this wonderful property called the Renaissance Wind Creek. It's actually in the capital of Aruba. But Aruba is only 20 miles by 6 miles.
Oh.
So you can get anywhere easily with an Uber or a taxi. It's
I thought it was bigger.
Yeah, no. The actual nickname of Aruba is One Happy Island. It's super safe, beautiful, welcoming. And so I found this place. And it also has the only access to this island called Flamingo Beach. Okay.
Flamingo
So if
Beach.
you're just visiting Aruba, you can take the boat over for $150. But if you're staying at the Renaissance, you can go there every day because it's included in your stay.
Wow, that's a nice value.
Okay. So Flamingo Beach is this darling, just private little beach area where flamingos are just wandering around. You can get food and feed them. They'll eat out of your hand. So you're sitting on the beach. Pink flamingos are everywhere. There's a bar and a restaurant on the island as well, which is included in your package because it's part of the Renaissance's property. You can rent cabanas. But again, you can go there every day if you want as a short little boat ride from your resort. So this Renaissance Wind Creek Resort has recently been renovated, has a casino, all inclusive. And I found a couple's trip for 5 nights starting around $4,300. And again, including all your air, including the airport transfers, room, and beverages and food.
And the
Flamingo
flamingos.
Island, which for me, that's a done deal.
I'm a little leery of the flamingos.
Oh,
so
no, if you can't...
is it like the geese here in Sandusky that are around there and coming at you?
If you want to go on YouTube and search up Flamingo Island, take a look at it. It's amazing.
So Aruba, which is a popular place.
Yes.
And this Flamingo Island you swear
Yes,
by.
yes.
And you've just booked people there.
Yes, I did. I just booked 2 people there for February.
Oh, and that's a good time to get away.
Yep.
Okay. Very intrigued. Sounds, I don't know, is that romantic with the flamingos if you're in a cabana and the flamingos are coming
But
at
they
you?
don't come at you. They just hang out in the water. But you can sit in your cabana all snugly and watch them frolic in the water. To me, that is... Right? You know
All right,
how,
couples.
You know how I love my some birds and
I've
some
got a
animals.
real romantic trip. Screw the flamingos, okay? So this is... I'm going to plug this because I did this trip myself, and I loved it, and there were so many couples on board having a great romantic experience. Okay, so this is 7 nights aboard Celebrity Edge, which is the first of the Edge series of ships for Celebrity on a beautiful ship. The artwork, the entertainment, the service, the restaurants, phenomenal ship. One of my favorite ships of all time, okay? So 7 nights with the Eastern Mediterranean itinerary. Ooh. So you're going to hit the Greek islands and a couple of little Italian islands, too.
Nice.
So 7 nights, you're going to see all those Santorini, Mykonos, those kind of places. All those romantic getaways, okay? And I picked September 3rd. You want to go September 3rd. Still nice time of the year. It's going to start at $3,200 for the couple for inside room. A little expensive, I know, but... You're in the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
You're seeing some beautiful ports on a gorgeous ship, phenomenal food, great drinks.
Great anniversary trip or something like that.
And or $5,600 for the infinite balcony. Let me tell you, I don't know if I showed you pictures. On this new class of ships, they don't have the traditional balconies. They extend the room out to the edge, and it's a glass wall, and this glass comes up and down to a railing or to full glass. You almost have like another sitting area in your room. Where if it's raining outside, you can still look outside. Or if it's nice, you lower the glass and you get the fresh air like a balcony, but it's like an indoor-outdoor kind of feel. Awesome, infinite veranda staterooms. $5,600 for that, too. So either way, inside of that, Celebrity has the always included. So for that price, you're going to have your tips paid for, Wi-Fi included, and drinks. On top of the phenomenal food, the beautiful accommodations, you're hitting some wonderful ports. So I think it's a great romantic trip.
So once again, once you pay that, that's...
Yeah, I mean, the only thing
done.
you're going to pay for is if you want the $10,000 bottle of of alcohol, or if you want to do excursions, which most people want to do some excursions, but a lot of times there's onboard credit included, so there's some benefits, some savings there too.
That does sound amazing.
So 2 great romantic trips.
Yeah.
We'll let you decide whichever one you book, then we'll know which one was the best, the Flamingos or the Mediterranean. Okay, to each their own.
That's right.
But a lot of good opportunities. Those are just some examples of family trips, examples of some romantic travel. But we have limitless
Put together anything.
options, which can be seen by the amount of proposals we send out. We've got a ton of proposals out there of people ready to trip and vacation, so we're ready to book those. And the same for you as well. So, thought we'd kind of wrap up our show with some updates from the Good Life Travel Company. I think I've heard we have a couple for our honeymoon throwdown. So we've talked about it here before. So that's where we're going to do our own little show here, where a couple comes in, talks to 2 or 3 travel specialists about their dream honeymoon. The travel specialists go back, come up with their dream honeymoon, present it, and then the couple decides and who's the winner, who's the loser. So, a little honeymoon throwdown. Very excited for this.
That's why I'm looking tough today.
Whatever you're going to tell yourself, Chrissy. So, I've heard we have a couple for that. So, we're going to work on that. Other big news, ladies living the good life. That's what happens out in nature. We have people walking, birds pooping, we got bees attacking. Ladies living the good life. I think that there might be a vacation planned. So you want to make sure you're on our emailing list, so that you can see what's going on. You go to our website at tgltravelco.com. There's a ladies link on the top right.
Yep.
And
click
it, and then add your email, and you'll stay up to date. Well, I'm sure we'll talk about it here. It'll be on social media, but again, that's for women that want to travel with other like-minded women. Have a good time, travel safely, be culturated, or whatever you want to say, and whatever you women do, that's your own thing. I think it's a little sexist, so us guys are going to have our guys living the good life, and we're going to go to Vegas or something like that. So
I want to go on the guys' trip.
I knew you'd say that. The only other update I want to push then is the Alaskan group cruise, which I've talked about a lot. I know you were thinking about it, and that's going to be in June of 2023. Believe it or not, it's starting to fill up. So there's 2 options. There's the cruise only, which is 7 nights that goes up the coast from Vancouver to Alaska. Has wonderful stops, beautiful scenery, great ports to visit, beautiful ship, a lot of perks, values. But there's also people that want to cruise and do the land portion afterwards, and that's 4 extra nights for that. That portion, the cruise tour, the 11 nights thing, is starting to fill up.
Yes.
So we added a few more rooms, but if you're interested, the balconies are filling up quickly. Chrissy's got a new friend in that bee, and
I'm so sweet.
And so if you're interested, now he's coming to me. If you're interested, reach out to me so that we can get you one of those good rooms sooner rather than later and not miss out on that Alaskan trip. So there's also a $200 onboard credit bonus if it's booked before August. So if you want that extra free onboard credit for excursions, to put towards a $10,000 bottle of whatever your heart's spa, whatever it is, you want to book that right around before the beginning of August so that we can get you that free money. So.
Yep.
And I think that's everything I have. Any updates you have or anything else?
No. I just want to finish before that bee stings me.
That's what you get when you're out here live instead of the confines.
I got an eye on him. He's over there somewhere.
I thought you were looking at me, but now I know you're staring at the bee.
I got an eye on the bee.
So I don't know if we'll be doing this show from here next week or we'll be back in our usual safe, air-conditioned place.
Bug-free.
But it's been another episode of Travel Talk Tuesday, so thank you for watching and being with us. And as always, if you want to live the good life while on vacation, connect with us, and we will help you get there. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching.
Have a great day.
We will see you next week. Take care.
Bye.